So today we're talking about sliders, but not just any ordinary sliders. We're talking about some of the fancy stuff. So see this shot right here? It's pretty whatevers, right? But I got my phone right here. All I gotta do is press that. And this goes from looking like another ordinary potato jet video to something much cooler and kind of cinematic. And this is where I keep some of the dramatic music and look off into the distance. Like there's nothing there, but I'm just looking there. And this is sponsored by Edelkrone, so that means giveaway. So this box going out to someone in the notification squad, and there's an airplane ruining my audio. And also, this is another factor that a lot of people overlook when buying a slider is, listen, can't hear the slider at all. It's super quiet, and we are using onboard microphones from that camera. So considering that you guys can't really hear it that much, that's awesome. And also what's cool is that once you program in the move, I have it set to go back and forth, and also I programmed it in the smooth stop so it doesn't go it just goes back and forth nice and fluid. This is a perfect option to use as like a B camera during an interview or something like that. And also, once you program that in, you don't have to have your phone connected anymore. Another thing I noticed about some of the other sliders out there is that you have to keep your phone connected via Bluetooth and nearby with the app open for it to continue sliding. Anyways, I know you guys are interested in what's inside of this giveaway box, so let's take this inside and let me show you. So this is Edelkrone SliderPLUS Pro, and this is the long version. They also come in smaller sizes, but this is exactly what we are doing the giveaway with. So if you want to enter to win, all you gotta do, leave a comment down below, and we're gonna choose the winner within the first 24 hours of posting this video. Now this is the slider that really put Edelkrone on the map for me, and ever since then I've always thought of them as a really cool premium brand for sliders. And you guys know that I love companies that innovate and over-engineer everything, even the little things like this. This is the 3/8 inch screw that you use to attach your tripod to, and it actually retracts when you're not using it. But I really appreciate it. It's probably gonna not tear up any bags that you put this in. You could use a slider just like this, or you can use these little feet that come out the sides if you need a little bit more clearance, or if you're on rougher terrain. You can throw it in the center, hit that button right there, and it locks this sled. And trust me, do not buy a slider that doesn't have a solid brake, or else you will regret it. So from here, you could take the 3/8 quarter screw and attach your tripod head of choice. Edelkrone has this little one called the Flex Tilt head, which is a nice little solution if you're looking for something super compact. So there we go. We already have a nice functioning slider, but really what separates this slider is when you throw it on a tripod. You don't have to do this whole shuffle screwing it onto a tripod. You just tighten it with this bolt right here, and we're nice and tight, and we're good. And if you want to turn it, you can just loosen it, turn it in any direction, and then retighten right here. And things like this, little things, make it very useful. But here's the magic. Oh yeah, you see that? Pretty obvious why it's awesome, right? With a normal slider, you can go from here to here, but on this guy, you can go all the way out to here and all the way over to here. You're doubling the length for its size. Another really useful feature is that since the track retracts as you pull the camera back, you're much less likely to see the track in your frame as you pull back. So real cool. I'm just gonna say this right now, this is definitely one of the cooler things I've given out on this channel. I mean, look at this. I could sit here and do this all day, man. So this is the slide module, and one thing I like about Edelkrone sliders is that they make them pretty modular, so you can kind of upgrade as you go. You just attach that piece, and now you can use motorized actions from this app. So if you think you need motorized actions, then bring this module. If not, then just take it off and use it as a regular slider. Ooh, one thing that did throw me off at first is that there's a little manual slide tension adjustment here. Basically, this thing, you can actually manually push it as well as use it electronically, which is really nice. The thing is, if you have this tensioner on too tight, then it literally won't move, and if you loosen it too much, the motors actually can't engage this, so you'll get an error that says slider failed to move, manual adjustment tension may be too low. So then you got to tighten it up a little bit. The trick is to tighten it just enough so it does move when you push it around, but it does also give a little bit of resistance and pressure. So now that we have this motorized, now let's talk about moving the camera. camera. So again, with Edelkrone, you can use a lot of different accessories with each other. So this is the head one, which I've made a video about before. You can slap this on there and you can get the camera to pan as well. But this HeadPLUS is the money. Now this is the HeadPLUS, which supports up to 10 pounds, but you could also get the HeadPLUS Pro, which supports up to 20 pounds, which is pretty significant. Pretty sweet, right? So now not only do you have the motorized slide, but also your pan and tilt, you have full control. So that's awesome. And remember what I was saying earlier about it being modular. So if you don't need the slider, but you just want to take the head with you, you can. You could put it on a tripod and get a really epic time lapse at night or anything like that. And basically everything is controlled through an app. So every time you load up the app, it scans the area for all the Edelkrone products in the area. So whenever I turn that on, it scanned, it realized there was a head here to control and also the slide module, and then gave me an interface that works with this platform, which is awesome. Now, one of the things I find especially cool about this setup is that it's kind of a hybrid system. So see how I can digitally control it with this app. I can aim the camera in any direction, but I can also just grab the camera and move it as if it was a manual system. So I can just move it around like this, and that's awesome. So check this out. All I have to do is say, this is a good spot, hold that down, and now I have this saved in. So then I could just grab it, move it over here, and save pose number 2. How awesome is that? That was quick, right? It's way quicker than using the app and just kind of going, that looks about right, pose 1. Like, I love this feature. Now, me personally, one of my favorite parts of this Edelkrone setup is this follow focus unit. And yeah, if you're using manual lenses or cinema lenses, it's more of a necessity, but I'm using this EOS R right now, which has really good autofocus. So I actually shifted it over to engage with my zoom lens. So let's try this real quick. So I'm gonna take this and set this as pose number 1 right here. And then we're gonna slide it over. Let's do that right there. We got pose number 2. All right, now let's just loop it. Oh yeah, look at that. Dude, I bet you this could make anything look cool. Like, what's the most boring thing you could, a lamp. Let's do a lamp, okay? It'll look cool. Now, the Dolly Zoom, also called a Zolly, is one of the most trickiest technical moves that you can do with a camera. And basically what you have to do is you have to move the camera in while zooming out the camera while keeping it in focus. So everything has to be moving very fluidly, and it's very difficult to do usually. But here, check it out. It's doing it right now. I pressed the button. It took me like 12 seconds to set up. Oh, I love it. I never thought I'd see the day where I can get a perfect dolly zoom and then be in the shot at the same time. Oh my God. Check it out. So I got the red camera on here, and right now we're right at that 10-pound limit. I actually have to pull the battery pack off it to get the weight off, and I'm tethered to the camera right now. But remember, there is the Pro version that will give you up to 20 pounds. So this would be a piece of cake for that. Now, target mode here on the bottom right, I'm gonna enter it right now. It's actually a lot more of a complex setting, so I definitely don't suggest using it until you're very comfortable with this slider already. Because when I first unboxed this thing and I tried to go straight into learning how to use it, it was just like my head started to hurt. But now that I've actually learned how to use it, it's actually pretty straightforward, right? So you have your targets. I already have them programmed in. So I have target 1, which is this lens. So it automatically focuses and goes over to that. Target number 2, I have set up for that monitor right over there. And also, just like before, I can move the slider over to here. I'm gonna make this my slider position A, and I'm going to slide this over here, and I'm gonna press and hold slider position B. So now what I can do is hit the different slider positions and then hit the different targets. So while it's moving, it can switch between a couple of different subjects, and it does all the focus racking for me, which is nice. Anyways, let's wrap this video up by reading a few comments, and since we have this awesome slider, let's utilize it, make things look a lot more epic. Dun dun dun! But yeah, my last video was a travel video where I went to Mexico and invited a dozen of you guys, and it was so much fun, and honestly one of the videos I'm most proud of. So check it out if you haven't already. Top comment was from Connor. Hell yes, it was worth losing my glasses in the cenote. Connor's one of the guys that came with us. This trip was way out of my comfort zone, but that's probably what made it such an incredible experience. I'm so glad we were able to work together to capture it, and I can't wait for the next one. The boat ride legit looked like a rap video. Really cool you did that with some of your subscribers. Looked like an amazing time. Oh no, I wasn't exaggerating. It was legitimately one of the best trips I've ever had. What do you think, Sam?
It was so much fun.
Good acting. Rome Overlanding says, I needed this message today. I just quit my job to pursue a life as an adventure filmmaker. Wish me luck. Well, best of luck. I don't know which camera to look at. This one's more dramatic, so I'll keep looking at this one. Check the text says, what a fantastic video, man. Commentary was fire. Excited for when you announce future trips and hope to be a part of one day. Yeah, we are already actually talking about the next one to northern Thailand. It's not gonna be a beachy, touristy adventure, but more of going in and seeing the culture within northern Thailand and hiking up giant mountains and going off-road on Jeeps and stuff like that. It should be a really good time. I think we are planning on doing that sometime in December, so maybe leaving right after Christmas and spending New Year's in Thailand. How awesome would that be? But we still have a lot of details to lock down, so we will be announcing that. But if you are serious about coming, then definitely go and sign up for that email list, because those are going to be the first people to find out about the trip. And I think there's already 300 to 400 people in that email list, and there's only about 16 to 18 slots that are going to be available, so they're probably going to go really quick, just like they went last time. So definitely sign up for that email list if you are interested in being one of the first ones to hear about all our future trips, and we'll go travel together. It's gonna be so much fun. Steve is coming to Thailand with us too. Are you excited?
I am super excited. I'm ready to eat scorpions.
Yeah, we are actually gonna eat some scorpions there. We're gonna see some elephants, and we're gonna see some legit Muay Thai fights.
Yeah, from
legit.
ringside.
There's gonna be Jeeps, mountains, great scenery, all that kind of cool stuff.
Waterfalls.
And he can give us all some insight on some producing stuff and some business side of stuff. Sam's excited too. He's coming, Carrie's coming. It's gonna be a good time.